to restore own statehood in Central Asia has fallen to the share of Timur, and it took place already in the second half of 14th century. The times of Timur was not only the times of conquerors, that was a time of a big statehood building. A native of Shahrisabz, Timur, being a governor of Maviranakhr, had built up a new Samarkand. He had been inviting skilled masters and gathering anything that could glorify his capital from all over the world. Not without a reason, the name of Timurlan in medieval Europe had become a synonym of the great state ruler, strong governor. And that was not gained only by means of conquering campaigns. The ambassadors of European states which had come to Samarkand have left authentic descriptions of all they had seen here. Besides the well-organized army and strong state, they had found a phenomenon which we would call something like a Renaissance epoch. The huge empire established by Timur spread on all over the Middle East. After the death of the conqueror, it had disintegrated onto several states, which were ruled by his heirs, Timurids. The states of Timurids had provided favorable conditions for revival of science and culture. The 15th century became one of the most brightest epochs of Central Asia in its 1,000 years old history. It is quite enough to mention a specific Timurid style of monumental construction. If you doubt in our power, look at construction we have built, Timur liked to say. The favorite grandson of the awesome governor, a sovereign sultan of Samarkand, Ulugh Beg, became famous in history not as a lord but as a scientist. He was the one who had projected and built the unique astronomical observatory in Samarkand, which was represented by a huge, hewed out in rocks and precisely oriented sextant. Using this equipment, it was possible to measure the corner of uprising of stars in a certain season of the year. These measurements were necessary for forming precise tables used in journeys by sea or in deserts. The tables of Ulugh Beg have been used a lot for navigation during medieval times. They have been translated into European languages and used by seafarers in the epoch of great geographic discoveries. Because of these merits, the name of Ulugh Beg is ranked to the concept of the most preserved scientists, astronomers of the world. To the epoch of Timurids goes also the life and works of the founder of the modern Uzbek language, poet Alisher Navoiy, who served to one of the Timurid governors in Herat city. At present, it is a territory of Afghanistan. The merit of Navoiy is that he was the first one who introduced a colloquial Uzbek language to literary use. In other words, he made the same that Dante did for Italy, when in Italy the national Italian language was inappropriate for the high poetry. The same was happening here. Writers spoke and wrote only in Arabian or Persian. Navoiy, using his predecessors, had taught his contemporaries that the national Central Asian Turkic dialect could be used to reflect the colorful pictures of the world in high poetry creations. Navoiy has a lot of works. The most famous ones are Hamza and 4 poem collections, Childhood, Youth, Maturity and Old Age. Till present, these poems constitute the golden font of the whole world literature.